Hi, I'm Steph, and today we're going to do a little Earth Day flow, celebrating Mother Earth and all that she does for us. You're going to need at least one block for this practice and a blanket, but bring whatever party favors you'd like. If you normally practice with blocks, feel free to have a couple of blocks handy, a stack of blankets, whatever makes you feel supported in your practice. Let's get started today. We're going to come down onto the back and bring the feet a little wide, about the width of the mat. Walk the feet in just until you feel the feet graze against the fingertips, and then let the knees drop together. Maybe the hands come to the low belly, just below the navel. And begin to let the breath flow in, flow out. Allow the shoulders to relax down into your mat. And notice the parts of the body that feel grounded into the earth. The bottoms of the feet, the back of the head, the back of the arms. And if you could, imagine sending your attention down to the area of the pelvis, the low abdomen, and begin to envision 3 swirling lights in this area of the body. Deep in the base of the pelvis, imagine a red swirling light. Circulating slowly, moving your prana, your energy through your body. And then in the low abdominal region, picture an orange swirling light representing your sacral chakra, moving ever so slowly. Keeping the energy moving on up. And in the area of the belly button, is your yellow light swirling around, representing the solar plexus chakra, that center of self. And imagine that you could breathe into these 3 lights. Root chakra, the red light. The orange light for the sacral chakra, and the yellow light for the solar plexus chakra. And as you breathe into this area, feel that connection to Mother Earth below. And imagine your lights shining down deep into the earth, almost as if you're planting roots. And then the lights reflect back up. It's almost as if the world we live in is nothing more than a reflection of who we are. Who we are as a universal body of people, and how we care for our earth reflects back up to us. A mirror. And take one more breath here as you slowly set your intention for your practice today. And then begin to send the knees side to side like windshield wipers. Opening through the hips. Hug the knees into the chest and rock up or push up to a comfortable seat. Feel free to sit on a blanket or a block here if that's comfortable for you. Option to close the eyes. Still sending your awareness right into the pelvis, into the abdominal muscles. So much energy here. And now shift your attention down to your pelvic floor. Let your red light connect with Mother Earth. And with the muscles of the pelvic floor, imagine that you could gather much of the goodness from the earth, squeeze it together, and lift the pelvic floor all the way up to the navel point. Retain the breath on the inhale. Exhale, release. And then send your attention right to the navel point. And imagine that you could pull it back towards the spine. Back, in, and up. Lifting your abdominal wall. Inhale here. Retain the breath after the inhale. And exhale, release. And then all at once, we're going to engage the root lock Mula Bandha and the abdominal lock Uddiyana Bandha. Take an inhale. Lift the pelvic floor. Lift your red light, pulling up those nutrients from the earth. Pull the navel point in. Pull it back to the spine. And exhale, release. And if the eyes are closed, you can blink the eyes open. And we're going to rock onto hands and knees, coming into tabletop. And as we practice today, we really want to keep our awareness down in the area of the pelvis, the abdominal muscles. And from here, we're going to stretch the spine in all 6 directions. So on an inhale, let's drop the belly, arch the back, turn the gaze up. Exhale, press the floor away, round the back, tuck the chin to the chest. And again, inhale, glide into your arch, the gaze is up. Exhale, begin to round, tuck the chin to the chest. See if you might find a neutral spine. And then as you inhale, imagine you could grow a little longer through the crown of the head. And on your exhale, draw the right shoulder towards the right hip, lengthening through the left side body. Inhale back to neutral. Exhale, draw the left shoulder towards the left hip, lengthening the right side body. One more time on each side. Just move with your own breath. Coming through center on the inhale to find that long spine. And on the exhale, we extend through the side body. And on the next inhale, we come back to neutral. Exhale, twist to look out over the right shoulder. Inhale, come back through neutral. Exhale, twist to look out over the left shoulder. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. And one more time each way. Inhale brings us back through center. Keep the palms grounded and send the right leg up parallel to the earth on an inhale. Pause right here. As you exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Tuck the back left toes. Maybe you use blocks here. Lift the back left knee. Inhale, we rise. Come to stand. And lift the left leg up, almost like you're going to go into a march. Option to extend the left leg straight in front of you. Root down through the right foot. Inhale, bend the left knee, come back down. Left knee comes to the ground, hands plant down in table, and we extend the right leg back behind us for a big inhale. Exhale, plant the right knee right underneath the right hip. On an inhale, send the left leg back, parallel to the earth. Exhale, step the left foot between the hands, tuck the back right toes. Maybe you use blocks under the hands for support. And then begin to lift the back right knee. Slowly we rise, rooting down through the left foot. Bring the right knee up into a march. Extend the hands up over the head. Take an inhale here. Option to straighten the right leg if that feels good. And then bend the right knee. Come back down to the earth. Touch the hands back down right underneath the shoulders. Extend the left leg behind you. Take an inhale here. And then the left knee comes back down under the left hip for tabletop. Step back for plank pose. Try not to panic. Take an inhale here. Option to drop down on the knees if that feels good. And right here in this plank, imagine if you could that you're activating the core. Send your attention to those lights and envision them shining down on the mat. Take a big inhale here. Exhale, shift the hips back. Downward facing dog. And it's our first down dog in our practice today. So maybe you walk your dog a little bit. Work some of the kinks out. And then we find stillness. As the heels begin to reach for the ground, you can always keep a generous bend in the knees if that feels good. And the root chakra is deep within the pelvis, and it radiates down all the way through the legs and the feet. So just imagine your red light shining down through the feet, connecting with the earth. Take an inhale here, press back. And as you exhale, begin to walk the hands up towards the feet. Inhale, flat back extension, spine is long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and float the arms up overhead. Palms come together and land right at heart central. And again, inhale, circle the arms up to the sky. Exhale, forward fold, melt down towards the toes. Maybe place the fingers on the earth and feel that energy from the earth just sway back and forth for a moment here. And then inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, lower the hips. On an inhale, send the arms up, chair pose. Touch base with your 3 lights. So imagine that you have the red light from the base of the spine, deep in the pelvis, and it's shining all the way through the legs, connecting to the earth. The orange light in the sacral chakra, and the yellow light right here at the solar plexus. Belly is engaged, protecting the low back. And we're going to run through breath of fire. So we're going to inhale and exhale through the nose with a little snap of the belly. You can bring the hands to the heart if that feels good, or you can leave the arms extended overhead. Let's begin with the big inhale. Exhale to clear. And here we go. Big inhale, exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, forward fold. The hands come to the mat. Step back for plank pose. Take an inhale here to set. As you exhale, bend the elbows, lower all the way to the belly. Release the tops of the feet. Inhale, cobra, gazes up. Exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts, 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee comes towards the left elbow. Inhale, right knee, right elbow. Exhale, send the right leg back. Take an inhale here in 3-legged dog. Exhale, right knee comes right towards the nose. Step the right foot between the hands. Stay up on the back left toes. Inhale, we rise. High lunge. Exhale, spin the back foot flat. Maintain the bend in the right knee. And warrior 2 pose. The gaze is out over the front right hand. Imagine that you could ground down through the feet. The red light is shining through the bottom of both feet. Flip the front palm to the sky, lean back, reverse your warrior. And then on an exhale, cartwheel the hands down as if you could come into a runner's lunge. Bring the palms flat onto the earth or maybe onto blocks. Step back for plank pose. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower down, forearm plank. And then we spin onto the outer edge of the right foot for side forearm plank, knowing it's always okay to lower down on the knees. 1 breath here. Come back to your forearm plank. Climb your way back up to plank pose. Imagine your light shining down. Take an inhale here. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Send your awareness to your lights. And then on an inhale, send the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee comes to the right elbow. Inhale, left knee comes over to the left elbow. Exhale, extend the left leg back. And then take an inhale here in 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee comes in towards the nose. And then bring the left foot between the hands. Stay up on the back right toes. Inhale, we rise for high lunge pose. Spin the back right foot flat, open up. Warrior 2, maintaining the bend in the left knee. Spread the toes, root down through both feet. And then we'll flip the front palm to the sky. Lean back, reverse your warrior, keeping that bend in the front knee. Take a breath here, and as you exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, coming into a little bit of a runner's lunge. And then step the left foot back next to the right for plank pose. Option to drop down on the knees always. Lower down for forearm plank. Take a breath here. If the knees are lifted and you'd like to drop them, feel free to do so. And then roll on to the outer edge of the left foot and extend the right arm up to the sky for side forearm plank. Take a breath here. Roll back into your forearm plank. Climb your way back up into plank pose. Take an inhale here in plank. See your light shining down. Feel the strength as you ground down through the lower half of the body. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Take a moment here in downward facing dog to check in with yourself. Root down through your lower 3 chakras into the earth. Feel that grounding energy, that activation of these energy centers. Take an inhale here, and as you exhale, slowly walk the feet up towards the hands. Inhale, flat back extension. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and float both arms up to the sky. And hands come together right at the center of your heart. Bend the knees, lower the hips, swoop the arms up for chair. And know that whenever we're sending our arms away from our torso, we're activating our core. So think about activating those energy centers and the muscles that surround them in the physical body. And we're going to take 3 chair swoops. So inhale as the arms reach high. Exhale, lower down. Chest comes towards the thighs. The arms reach behind us. Inhale, we swoop back up. Exhale, lower down, chest to thighs. Inhale, arms swoop up. Last time, exhale, chair sweep. Inhale, reach the arms back up. And slowly begin to lift the right heel slightly. Maybe lift the right foot, step it to the back of the mat. Lower the hands down. And then spin the back right foot flat. And bring the left toes to come and face the long edge of the mat. So the feet are a little wide here. And then we bring the toes out towards the top corners of the mat. Bend the knees coming into goddess pose. And we're going to work our core a little. Inhale, circle the arms up. Interlace the fingers. Make a little basket behind the head. Get as low as it feels good to you. Don't go past any personal edges. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, bring the right elbow towards the right knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Left elbow towards left knee. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Over to your right. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Use your abdominal muscles to help you lower and then to lift you on your inhale. One more time in each direction. And on an inhale, we come back to center, straighten the legs, send the arms out to the side like a star, and let's take it around the world. On an inhale, lower down with your imaginary earth in your hands. And keep moving in this direction. Feel free to bend the knees if that feels good. And when you're ready, reverse the direction. Take your ball of earth around in the other way. And next time the hands come down towards the mat, walk the hands towards the left foot. Spin around just until you realize that you're in a runner's lunge. And then step back to plank. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lift the right toes, allow them to float from the ground. Option to drop down on the left knee, or you can take this at the wall. As you exhale, bring the right knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, drop right toes. Inhale, left leg floats. Exhale, left knee comes towards the left elbow. Inhale, left leg extends. Exhale, left toes lower. Inhale, right toes float. Exhale, right knee comes towards the right elbow. Exhale, left leg extends and lowers back down. And continue moving with the breath. Even yourself out here. Maybe one more on each side. When you get back to your plank, take an inhale here. Option to run through a vinyasa. Maybe you lower the knees to the ground. And as you press back to downward facing dog, take a big inhale. Sigh it out of the mouth. Drop the knees to the earth. Crawl the knees up towards the hands. Cross the ankles. Roll back onto the sit bones. Bring the legs in front of you. Grab your block and come all the way down onto your back. And as you roll down onto the back, walk the feet in until you feel the backs of the heels. Touch the fingertips lightly. And we're going to go into supported bridge. So we're going to bring the block underneath the sacrum. And the blocks, of course, have 3 levels. So you can bring it to the highest level, maybe level 2, maybe all the way down to level 3. And if you choose a level and find it doesn't work for you, it's always okay to make a change. Press into the feet to lift the hips and bring the block right underneath the sacrum, the low back. Send your attention again into the 3 lower energy centers of the body. Relax the arms down to the earth, adjusting anything that needs to be adjusted so that you feel comfortable and supported. And maybe let the eyes close. Think about the energy that's radiating from your root chakra, from the base of the spine, down your legs, through your feet, and into the earth. Those red lights connecting deep into the roots of the earth. And it brings to mind a quote from Greg Braden. The world around us is nothing more and nothing less than what we have become inside. And with that, send the breath down into the solar plexus, the sacral chakra, the root chakra. Envision your light swirling around. And maybe take a moment to think about your relationship with yourself, your ability to be grounded not only into the earth and into your own body, into the present moment, into your community and the world around you, but into your sense of self also. Think about your ability to tap into creativity, maybe being inspired by the beauty in the world around you. Your ability to find joy to find play. And then think about your relationship with yourself. Are you able to honor the commitments that you make to yourself? And what gets in the way when that doesn't happen? What stands between you and you? Maybe think about the things you could do to better care for the earth that we live in. What can I do? What is my role? What is my part? And maybe take a few moments, find an internal mantra. My mantra today will be, I am part of this earth. And whatever mantra you choose, take that with you into a few moments of silence. Sending the breath right into the core, into the pelvis. And slowly let the breath get a little deeper. Press into the feet to lift the hips. Slide the block off to the side. Hug the knees into the chest. Maybe lift the head up towards the knees. Give yourself a big hug. And Shavasana, final resting pose. Feel free to give yourself anything else you need here. A happy baby, a reclined twist, whatever feels right for you. And then settle in to the most important posture in this practice as you absorb the benefits of everything that you've done today. And let the breath get a little deep. Bring some movement into your body. Maybe some ankle circles, maybe some wrist circles. Take an inhale and stretch in any way that feels good. And then we'll bend the knees and bring the bottom of the feet to the earth. Slide the hips over to the side and drop the knees. as you roll over onto one side and press your way up to a comfortable seated position. And I thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The light in me honors and appreciates the light in you. I bow to you. Namaste.